Survivor, the ultimate test of willpower and mental fortitude, has made its way to the campus of Liberty University. For the first time ever, students will battle for an entire semester to claim the title of Sole Survivor. They embark on an unknown journey to see if they have what it takes to outwit, outplay, and outlast their competitors. Only one can ultimately be crowned victorious and claim the title of Sole Survivor. This is the beginning. This is Survivor LU Genesis. 71 days, 16 people, 1 survivor.
I'm going to win this game of Survivor because I'm a huge fan. I've been watching the past about 10 years with my family. It's kind of like our show that we watch, and I know my strengths and weaknesses going into Survivor. I mean, I have a list of stuff that I need to work on, a list of stuff that I'm looking for, and I have this whole strategy that I have laid out. My mom has always said that there's no way I'm going to make it past the first week of Survivor. I'm here to prove you wrong, but I'm trying to win this thing, and I'm going to do what I can to play this game. So.
I think I'm going to win the game because I'm a huge super fan, diehard Survivor fan. I've watched every episode, season. I'm super straightforward, which is going to have its pros and cons, but I love challenges. I love the physical aspect, but also the puzzles and the mental aspect of it too. So I'm excited to build connections, and hopefully that will allow me to win the game.
I'd say that my short-term immediate strategy is to lay low and use my social game to get other people to vote out the people that I want. So I don't want people to look at me and think of me as a threat in the first few weeks and vote me out. I want to lay low in the beginning and then make sure that the people I'm aligned with are going to vote out the people that I want.
When I say that I'm someone's friend, I stick to that. I'm a very loyal person, and when I give someone my word, I don't usually go back on it. So I would definitely rather lose and make really good friends because, ultimately it's a $100 prize. It would be pretty awesome to win, but I can't stand the thought of people hating my guts. So I would never ever want that to be the case at the end of this.
I'm going to win this game because I believe I'm going to work harder than everybody else when it comes to finding idols, when it comes to immunity challenges, when it comes to talking to people. I'm just going to work harder and do whatever it takes. I have no long-term loyalties when it comes to the game. I might be loyal to you now, but if I need to, I'll slit your throat. I'm here to win, so if I had to pick between winning and being hated and losing and being loved, I'd rather win and be hated, because that's why I'm here, to win.
My favorite Survivor player has always been Russell Hands. One of his lines that I love so much is that if you control the way people feel, you can control the way they think. And most people act on emotion rather than on cold hard logic, which you're able to use to take advantage of in order to make them feel a certain way so that they trust you. I'm quite good at manipulating social situations around me to further my position, as it's not often what you are, it's people's perception of what you are, and controlling that perception in order to further your social position and standing.
Me and one of the other girls kind of have a little bit of a trick up our sleeves.
The Michigan Survivor. My friend Addie and I are modeling after the two people that were friends.
The two guy best friends on the show were super smart, and they showed up and acted like they didn't know each other, and that's kind of the strategy I'm going for, except a little less bro-ish. I want to make a couple close allies, but I want them to be different than who Megan, the girl that we're kind of teaming up together. I want our allies to be different, so we're going to try to make two groups of allies.
I think I'll win because I have a good social side when it comes to agreement. I can definitely have a conversation with anyone, very laid back person, and I think that relates well with different people. I do think that I have kind of all of the keys necessary to build the puzzle to eventually get very far and win the game.
I'm going to win this game because of my people skills. I have the ability to analyze other people, see where they're coming from, help them reach their own goals while realizing that I'm really reaching mine as well. And I would also say that I'm intellectual because of my ability to look at a different situation and kind of dissect it and look at things in a new way and apply the knowledge that I already have to find a good solution.
I have experience doing similar Survivor-like experiences in the past. The second time, after having strategized and learned a lot, I actually came up in one, which was super awesome. But if you think I'm gonna tell anyone that, that's very wrong.
I'm gonna win the game because I got the social skills, I got the strategic skills, and I'm pretty athletic too. So I don't know, I'm a three-peat. I'm a three package deal. That's what I am, so.
But I'm here to win this game. I'm not here to get second place or third place or just to get someone else in my tribe further toward the end. I'm here to win. I'm here to outplay, outlast, and if they're not here to do that, well, I'm gonna be completely comfortable getting rid of them. I'm here to play.
Hello and welcome to Survivor LU! Alright, the theme of this season is Genesis. The reason that is because this is the first beginning of an era of Survivor LU. Alright, and we're super excited. I'm Logan and this is Grace, and we're going to be your host this season.
Yeah, we're super excited to have you guys. You guys are going to be the pioneers of Survivor LU, so everything you do is going to be a first. The first strategy, the first big moves, and the first big downfalls. We hope to see them all this season. Alright, it's time to get to our first, the tribes. Over here wearing red, we have the Tigrish tribe. Alright, and then over here wearing blue, we have the Gihan tribe.
Yeah! Let's go!
Alright, the names of your tribes are derived from two of the four rivers that were around Eden at the time.
And as Grace said, the tribe names are derived from the garden, but that's not the only thing that's derived from the garden. Coming up in just a few seconds, we're going to have our first twist of Survivor LU. Alright? In this twist, this is an individual decision. So each one of you will go individually off into private and make a decision. Alright? This decision is one of temptation, just like they made in the garden, and it's a temptation of knowledge. Alright? So this knowledge is an advantage in this game. You can either choose to take that advantage or not. If you take the advantage, you have a leg up on your competition. Alright? You're already that much further and ahead of the game. But if you do decide to take that advantage, you in turn curse your tribe. Okay? So you have a dilemma. Will you choose yourself over your tribe and farthering yourself in the game, or will you be a team player and try to lift your tribe before yourself, okay? So just minutes into this game, just seconds into this game, we're gonna be making huge decisions. All right, Black Pants, what's your name?
Ben?
Ben, so what are your thoughts on this twist?
I'm sure there's plenty of very shrewd people in your play that are going to be like, I want to take the advantage, but again, why would you want to hurt your tribe this early in the game when, first we need to win the team challenges before we need to ever worry about, the individual game. So
For sure, that is the dilemma.
All right, over here. Overcomer, what's your name?
MJ.
All right, MJ, same thoughts. How do you think the twist is going to play out?
I think it'll really show which team is stronger from the start and which team has the unity to continue and which team has like people in it for themselves right off the bat.
Well, with all that being said, let's get to it.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta have camaraderie.
So it's like if someone like goes against the tribe, then it's like they're immediately like ostracized or something like that. So
Yeah, if you,
People historically on the show that have come out strong and voted out first.
but then you can just grill them with the Bible verse that says like lying is sinful. So you
just
go with
That's the
that.
game, dude. That's the game.
If we feel confident that at least one of them will take it, then if none of us take it, we will definitely have a leg up this challenge, which means immediately we have nothing. That means immediately we don't know what we're missing out on.
I'd say we focus on what's in front of us
We're
right now.
agreeing that prioritizing team unity as the advantage in and of itself.
Yes.
Welcome to the first twist of Survivor LU. The choice is yours. What is your choice?
I'm sticking with the tribe, so fine.
No, I'm gonna have to pass.
All right. Hope this fares well for you.
You and me both. I'm maybe sticking with my tribe. It's just too early in the game to do something as selfish as that, so.
I want to, but I'm not going to take it.
They're like the first walk of The Bachelor, and they're all walking in.
All right, so the opening twist is now over. We're going to reveal the results. The curse for this opening twist is a 45-second time limitation on this challenge for each person that took the twist, okay? All right, for the Tigers tribe, we had 0 people take the opening twist. 0 people took the advantage for the Tigers tribe, meaning they have a 0-second time limit in this challenge. They'll be able to get off running as soon as we start. All right, for the Gahan tribe, we had 2 people. All right, so that is a minute and 30-second time limitation on this challenge. You guys will start a minute and 30 seconds after the Tigers tribe. The Tigers tribe, who knows, could be so far ahead in that time, and that is the curse. All right, 2 people decided to put the team, themselves over the team, and that's what happens, okay? All right, so we're about to get into our challenge, and we'll get this thing going. All right, each team will start with 3 runners. These 3 runners will take turns running, finding, and returning dominoes. Each runner must find 2 dominoes, totaling in 6 dominoes per tribe. On each domino, your tribe name is specified on the back. Once all 6 dominoes have been found, runners must take these dominoes to their 2 lock openers. Lock solvers will take these 6 dominoes and attempt to unlock 2 dial locks. 3 of your dominoes are marked for 1 lock, while the other 3 are marked for the other lock. Each domino represents 1 number. The lock solvers must figure out the order of these 3 numbers to unlock the locks. Once they have solved both locks, they can open their box and retrieve the puzzle pieces. They will then take the puzzle pieces over to their 3 puzzle solvers. These puzzle solvers must then solve a 2-word puzzle. Whoever solves their puzzle first wins immunity for their tribe and will avoid tribal council. Losers will have the tribal council where they will vote out the first person of Survivor LU Genesis. Survivors ready! Go! Garrett going out for the Tigers tribe first. He's making good ground. The Gihon tribe with their 1 minute and 30-second penalty. He looks like he's found something. No, it is for the Gihon tribe. Garrett with the first domino for the Tigers tribe. He is booking his way back. Sam going out for the second domino for the Tigers tribe. Sam making quick work. Gihon still with their time penalty costing them. Sam finds a domino quickly and he is already on his way back. Tigers with 2 dominoes before Gihon even gets on the course. Dawson heading out for the Tigers tribe. Dawson searching now in the field for the third Tigers domino. 2, 1,
Gihon out on the field. Luke trying to make up time. And with that, Dawson coming back with the third domino for the Tigress tribe. Tigers with a dominant lead in this competition, but Luke is on his way back. Luke is making quick work, showing off that athleticism. Garrett going out for his second domino. Liz now going out for the Gihon tribe to find their second domino. Liz searching, looks like she's found something. Will it be for a tribe? No, it is not, but she just gave away the position for Garrett to pick up their tribe's fourth domino. Tigers with a dominant lead, all because they did not take that opening temptation. Ben running crazily into the field. He is a wild man on a hunt for this domino. He wants to make up this time. Sam finally gets the fifth domino for the Tigers tribe. The Tigers tribe dominating this challenge. Ben searching and searching, still has not been able to find something. He does not know where to even look. Ben still looking. Looks like he's found something. Yes, it is one of the Gihon dominoes. But Dawson already going out for the last domino for the Tigers tribe. Luke now going out. The current score is 5-3 Tigers. Luke making up some time. He finds it. But Liz going out. Dawson's still searching for that last domino. Dawson finds the last domino. Dawson hands off the last domino for Tigers tribe. MJ and Nicole starting the locks. Ben going out into the field. He goes off to the right side. And he finds it. He finds the last one. Ben makes up some time for his tribe. Even with this minute 30 disadvantage, they are still making up time. It's going to take a lot of trial and error to figure this out. Addie Grace and Megan getting onto the locks. Addie Grace working, Megan working hard, trying to make up time for Gihon. The Tigers tribe had a great advantage, and now they are even with the Gihon tribe. Gihon making up that minute 32nd. Nicole gets into one of the locks. MJ still working. Her tribe trying to support her. Can she get this to get back that lead from the Gihon tribe? And she does. Tigers moving on to the puzzle portion of this challenge. Ellie, Megan, and Nate shuffling up these cards, trying to figure out what these words could be. Addie Grace and Megan Harvey still stuck on that lock. Megan Harvey gets the first lock for the Gihon tribe. Tigers beginning to put some words together. Addie Grace still working on the lock for the Gihon tribe. It looks like there's a mad scramble. Will this be it for the Tigers tribe? Will they win the first immunity? Avoiding elimination. Tigers avoids elimination for the first tribal council. Gihon heading to tribal council to eliminate the first person in Survivor LU Genesis.
right, Tigress, come on, get over. Next week, we're going to start off with the tribal council, and unfortunately, Gihan, one of your members, is going to have to go. You have all week to strategize. Good luck.
I got there and everyone was very welcoming. We got into tribes right away, and I really like my tribe. I don't want strategy to come in and ruin things just yet, because right now it is perfect honeymoon phase. Yeah, I really like my tribe so far, and we just really connected well.
My team is amazing. I'm honestly a little confused as to how my team is so good, because I think everyone on the red team has said the fact that like we feel like we're stacked.
When we were all celebrating afterwards, we were all hugging each other, and we barely knew each other for a few minutes, but we definitely acted like best friends there, and I think that was really cool to see.
So my initial thoughts on the tribe, I thought they were absolutely incredible. I was actually so surprised how much I liked them all. The fact that my tribe didn't, none of us took it, like we all agreed we weren't going to. It just said a lot about our tribe, and it made like trusting each other really, it made it way easier, and it really helped our team dynamic. I think like you could just see it in the challenge. I mean, we all just were encouraging each other. There was full trust there. There still is. And as for the other team, like that sucks.
The way we carried ourselves as a team was like not okay for day one. Literally all we needed to really do was stick true to our word and to have no one take that knowledge card. But we had not one but two people take the knowledge card after we all agreed that no one was going to take the knowledge card.
So I was 100% convinced that no one was going to take it. They said, you know, Tigress 0, and then they said our tribe, and then I was a mess. I was so angry. I was fuming because we haven't even done the challenge yet, and two people have already thought about themselves over the tribe.
I am beyond frustrated.
The thing is, I'm super bitter about that whole situation. Like, I don't think it was fair for people to take it this early when we said that we weren't. It only hurts us, and here we are going to tribal council.
The game, and obviously, yeah, there's going to be one winner at the end, but this early in the game, really?
I do think I'm like 99% sure that Luke is one of the ones that took a knowledge card. Luke looked guilty the second he came back. Come on now, I don't even think you need to say that you took the card. Like, we know you took the cards.
I want to say it was David and Ben, but I could definitely be wrong.
So, do I have suspicions about who may have took the clue? I think Ben took the clue.
If I had to guess the other person to shoot the tribe, I would have to guess Luke or Alexa, because they seem like the two best players other than myself on my tribe.
The only person that I kind of got a vibe from that might have took it would be Megan. She seemed just like she had that sense that she did something and she didn't want to really say much.
I think Luke took it because of the way he was acting when we were talking about it. And I kind of think Alex took it.
So not only do we have two snakes on our team, but we're voting someone off week 1 and we lost the challenge. So, like,
the fact that the other team, nobody took it, it means that they're trusting each other is super strong, that they don't have to worry about other people. But with us, now everyone is watching their back and is definitely a little more nervous, I would say.
So we already knew initially their tribe is already not as cohesive as ours. They definitely have people who aren't working for the team. They definitely have people thinking endgame already, automatically beating themselves and automatically putting targets on their back. That's their problem. I'm happy with my team.
Right after we lost the challenge and the tribes went their separate ways, our tribe, we met up, we talked for a little bit, tried to get to know each other a little bit better. And we did. It was really good. But right away, you can start to sense that people are going to make alliances really fast. Addie, Grace, and Megan are going to be a big pair. I think they're going to stick together. I just got that vibe. They left after, when we were meeting together just to get to know each other, they left first together, which is actually a big sign to me that they're going to stick together, I think.
As soon as David and I think it was Addie and Megan left, Ben right away, hey guys, let's majority 5. We're good. Who are we going to vote out?
Yeah, because, like, I hate the idea of we, like, having to vote someone out, but ultimately, like, we have to, like, pick someone, and I think that, like, we could all just keep each other safe if it's us 5, and then, like, David, like, I don't think that he really, like, got in with the group, so if we include David, we have a solid, like, 6. I forget what the one girl's name that, like, was having a really hard time with the law.
Is it Addie? Addie Grace, yeah.
Yeah, because, like, of course it's, like, random, like, there's nothing that, like, we could have done, but, like, I think of, like, the other 2, she would be, I feel like, the weaker of the 2 that are remaining.
But the only concern I have with her is that she knows someone on the other team.
She knows, I could be wrong with this, but I think she knows someone very.
I think she knows 2 people on the team. How does that even make
Because, like,
sense?
if we merge, then I feel like she has a way higher advantage. Even if, like, we were together, she's literally roommates with one of them. So, like,
And since they're going to be unified, she could
she's
probably jump
really
ship.
with the
Wait,
with the
what?
She's roommate with someone from Nashville, but their friend group is with someone on their tribe. Like, they're
Are you
close,
kidding me?
close.
I hear that, but like, as much as we need to consider that, and I'm totally on board with like thinking of that as one of our factors, we just be careful because we don't want to write her off just because she and someone else she knows got cast. Like, I know someone else on the other team fairly well, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna like throw my team under the bus in order to help that person out. Like, I'm walking into this of like everyone is equal. Like, just because I've known someone previously doesn't mean they're gonna be my strongest alliance. It would be stupid for me to make that decision, especially this early in the game.
There's a lot of people that were very opinionated in that discussion. Alexa, but Alexa and Ben, I say, are probably the 2 most opinionated people. I mean, Ben right away, hey guys, let's majority 5. We're good. Who are we gonna vote out? And I was just like, whoa, slow the horses. It's like, slow down. It's funny because when I went up to go grab a Sharpie with Alexa, we were walking back, and she was already like, yeah, I'm thinking Ben.
I think that Ben is the weakest link on our team right now. I think that he thinks he knows a lot about the game, and he very well may know a lot about the game and the team, but I think he tends to steamroll people, and he thinks he knows exactly the direction we should go in without hearing other people's opinions. And he was the weakest link in our challenge aside from Addie Grace, but he also didn't listen to the instructions of other people and what we were telling him to do, so I think he's not necessarily a team player. I just get suspicious vibes from him.
So it was me, Nathan, Liv, and Ben went to go. We were gonna go get some food because we were in line for garbanzo. So we're like, all right. Ben was like, I don't really like garbanzo. I'm gonna go get wood fire. Let's meet you guys over here. We're like, all right, cool. As soon as he walked over, I was just like really focused on Liv and Nathan. I was like, listen, guys. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I really like you 3. And immediately, both of them were just like, yeah, me too.
And we kind of made a really small little trio thing right then and there. Like, hey, let's just stick together.
And then we did a little like alliance fist bump. Hopefully the first alliance in the game.
And that's a trio I feel really good about. Luke and Liz seem like genuine people. I think that they want to go far. I think we just got that sense that you kind of get after meeting people. I think we could do really, really well, the 3 of us.
and I think we're a pretty tight squad. I would say that I trust them at the moment more than anyone else on the team.
Megan and I have formed an alliance. Megan seems to be the only super trustworthy person on my team. Like, immediately we kind of migrated towards each other because, like, I can just tell, like, she's gonna be, I'll fight for her to stay in it till the end. Like, I will do my best to, like, in my power to make sure that her and I get as far as we can. So basically our strategy going into Tribal this week is that we decided that we wanted to vote off Ben. So we pulled in Nate and David, who are all for voting off Ben.
So my reaction when the twist was revealed, my immediate reaction was that other people would take the twist just because we don't really have a trust for each other yet. So I thought that a lot of people would take the twist. And no one on the Red Tribe did, and they announced that one first. So I was kind of nervous because I knew I took it.
What is your choice?
knowledge. If I returned them against Ben,
And when I originally heard about the twist, we have Ben in our team, and Ben was like talking about the twist, begging people not to take the twist, asking questions about the twist, and I knew I could turn that. He was the first one to go to make the decision about the twist, but I kind of told him like I'm a little suspicious of Ben, and they were all in agreement. So I thought I could take the twist and pin it on Ben. So my goal this week is for us to vote Ben out, because then everyone will kind of forget about it going into the second week. But if I can kind of just bury it this week and have Ben go away, I think it really protects me.
This is Ben Michelson giving my daily report. You know, it was a bit of an L today. I'm not gonna lie. We lost the challenge, and I partially contributed to that in order to get this handy little piece of paper.
What is your decision?
I'm gonna take the knowledge.
All right. You have chosen to take the advantage for yourself. Let's see how this plays out.
Yes.
Good
Hopefully
luck.
I don't shoot myself in the foot with this. We'll see. Giving me, I think it's basically a clue to a hidden immunity idol. Don't get soaked, though I am close. By the water's edge, what you seek most. I just spent the last 45 minutes of my life wandering around the waterfall near the Jerry Falwell Library and near the Becky Falwell Lake.
So I guess I'll just walk around here at the water's edge. Probably can't see that very well, but take a look where we can. Would maybe be in this here tree. Nope. See, the thing is, this is a big frickin' lake, and there's quite a bit of terrain I need to cover. Maybe this lovely pathway right here near the lake. Let's see where this goes. Lovely place. Will you lead me to the promised land? Or will this just be another sad fluke? I'm by the water's edge and I'm not getting soaked, but I'm still not finding what I seek most.
If the production sees this and you hid the idol near the lake, kudos to you for how good of a hide job you did. And because I would be genuinely surprised if I was not able to find it with how thoroughly I searched that bloody lake.
I'm not exactly sure that there are hidden immunity idols, but let's be honest, this is Survivor and there's probably some out there. So my thoughts were that since our first competition was by the Freedom Tower in that field, that there would be one somewhere around there. Look through all of the bushes, looking through the grass, I was looking in the trees, I was looking everywhere, and I didn't see anything, so I gave up for the first time. Ended up looking 2 more times and I still did not find anything. But I'm gonna keep checking the next few weeks and I'm determined that I'm gonna get one at some point.
So I'm a little worried. I'm not too worried because I have good communication with these people, but like they're all meeting up and stuff during the day. Being undergrad, they don't have as many class. They're on campus and they have classes. So me being here all day, they want to meet and they'll text me and stuff. But our schedules aren't the same, so we've been doing a lot of talking over the phone. Like I talked to Luke, I talked to Ben, I talked to Megan a lot. But like I don't talk to a lot of these people. Like I know they're going bowling soon during the day. So I haven't heard anything that's like discouraging to me, but just not knowing a lot, I don't know really what's going on. So I'm a little worried. I talked to Ben on the phone. He wanted to call me. He wants to work together. I told him we can. That doesn't necessarily mean we will. I just didn't want to get in his bad graces because he talks a lot.
Because in my conversation with David, he was like, yeah, so the advantage would have to be a slip of paper. And so I am suspicious of like the other people had like pants and whatnot, because the girls wouldn't have been able to stuff the information in their pants because they didn't have any pockets. And that set off a big red flag for me, because how would he know that the information was a slip of paper given to you and not just something that they told you or showed you? And saying that it would be fit in the pocket. So the fact that he said that either was just really good speculation on his end, which I mean, it is kind of reasonable to speculate that, or he chose to get it himself and then makes that claim to be like try to put you like make you a little off-put and whatnot, because I took it also myself and I know it was exactly a slip of paper, and the fact that he called it dead on as a slip of paper that was given to you, that was like a all right, let me think about that a little bit more, because that's a little concerning.
And Sam, I think Sam is sneaky. And I can see this little sneaky side of Sam where I could see him blindsiding people and I could see him like going hardcore for this game.
My strategy going into this game is to keep to myself, go with the majority until hopefully I make it to the merge, and then play my hardest. I want to keep a low profile because I can come off as a visible threat.
I get the impression that he is much more of a fan and he's much more into this than he's letting on, which is smart because I'm doing the same thing. But I see it, and I could be wrong, but I am definitely aware of it, and I'm keeping my eye on him.
I just want to be one who you think you can take to the end and beat, for only me to come out and stab you in the back and do whatever it takes to win.
He just has this mischievous look about him sometimes, and I'm like, I don't know what you're thinking.
I want to be the only person safe in this game. I don't want anybody else to be safe but me.
I had a great conversation with Nathan and a great conversation with Luke. So I've talked with like Nathan some more, and
Okay.
I've made a connection with like David and whatnot.
Okay.
And so we're kind of like thinking about what we could do like moving forward. Because I really do feel good about like you, me, Nathan. I feel like we can really go far together in this game, and like I definitely trust you guys. I know, like for me, trust and loyalty is a really big thing, and I hope that's like you guys are willing to like trust me, and like that I am also going to be like trusting towards you guys and whatnot. I think like what Nathan was thinking about is possibly going after either Megan or Grace.
Okay.
Just because like Grace seems like the weakest link in our tribe. I think that I'm really confident in our relationship and in our alliance, even though I still think that is a high possibility that Luke was the other person who took the advantage. I want to work with Nathan and Luke primarily, as I am quite concerned about at least Megan. What we're looking to do is have me, Luke, and Nathan rally together, and then and get Liz, hopefully, because Nathan has a good connection with Liz, and then I'm gonna try to get David onto our side, and we're all gonna vote out Grace. And there's a couple reasons for this. So me, Luke, and Nathan all agree that Megan is a threat, and that she's most likely in cahoots and has a good relationship with Grace, and that Megan might also have a good alliance with David as well. So she seems like the main rival at the moment for us. And if we're able to take out Grace, it seems like she is the weakest in challenges, as well as it will thin Megan's numbers just from a numbers standpoint during tribals, so that we can take control of the game.
Yesterday, during our tribe meetup, we were discussing who we thought would go home on the other tribe. And Ellie brought up the fact that she thought that they would vote out David.
Yeah. But who do you guys think they're going to vote out? Like, just by looking at them, who do you think they would vote out first?
I think maybe that David guy, because he was so suspicious. We got there earlier, he wasn't really like talking to us as much. Like, we were all socializing and there were people from the blue team there too, and we were like, hi, what's your name? And he was just like said his name and then just kind of like sat back. So like I would not be surprised if he didn't really build relationships with his team, and if he took that, like, it wouldn't surprise me, because he's also like grad student, so like he's older, so maybe, do you know what I mean? Like, no, not but do you know what I mean? Like, he came in like seeming very serious, like.
But then she said that it might also make sense because he's a grad student and he's older. Which immediately everyone reacted like, wait, Nate's a grad student. And maybe they played it off as a joke, but I kind of have to take it seriously. I mean, can I trust a person who maybe she didn't mean it toward me, but she's thinking that way, and that might be bad for my game. I mean, I already had Ellie in the back of my mind as someone I would want to get rid of first, but now it definitely puts her at the top of my list because I don't think I can trust her that much.
General consensus is, I feel, of like most people I've talked to. I still need to talk to, like, haven't talked to Megan a whole lot, or I haven't really talked to Liz, but Nathan suggested possibly going after Addie Grace, because yeah, she did seem like kind of the weakest link in the challenge.
What's your opinion on David? I'm curious.
David, so I've talked with him a little bit. He does seem a little bit like drawn back, I feel, because like I wasn't able to see him in person, but he left fairly early, and I talked with him over the phone a bit, and he seems like he's kind of gave off the I'm down for anything type of deal. And he said that he was getting to know Megan and whatnot, made a connection with her. So I could see them possibly being a strong alliance.
At this point, we want people with prior ability.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I almost feel like is a weakness for David because he doesn't have that. He knows it may be a front, but from what I've gathered, he knows very little about Survivor and how it works, which I think may have been why it was easier for them to tempt him possibly to taking the knowledge.
Okay.
And he also seems like he doesn't quite understand that the goal right now is to keep a strong tribe and not be out for yourself.
Yeah, so are you saying that you would want to try to get people to vote David? Or?
I would vote David over Addie Grace.
I had dinner with David yesterday, and that went really well. So me, David, and Addie Grace are all planning to vote together for Ben. I reached out to Luke, and he did not answer me, but he was been responding in the group. So kind of sketched out about that, but whatever. I am, out of everyone, I'm watching him the most. I think he's super shady. Great person, but I think he's very secretive. He's definitely a good athlete. He would do well in challenges when it comes to the merge. So definitely a big threat to me personally, for me wanting to make it far and win the game.
And I got pretty good vibes from Alexa right off the bat. Basically I was just saying her that I haven't met with anybody besides Ben, and I was just I was really just saying that I don't really like what he had to say, but I'm okay with working with him, and I know you guys just met, so I want to hear what you have to say. And she literally just was spilling all this information on me, so I would kind of figure that she wasn't lying. Yeah.
I know at the beginning I had said David, or maybe I didn't say David.
Did you say?
I said Ben.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did.
But the more that I've talked to Ben, I think that I'm not as worried about him going behind our back because I honestly think he's too rational.
Yeah.
To be the one to cheat us.
Yeah. No, the first thing he said to me in the meeting was my biggest thing was loyalty, so I have no intention to go back for the same thing. So I was like, yeah.
At the beginning, his personality kind of threw me off.
No,
I was
totally.
I don't know if this is going to be beneficial to our tribe.
Yeah.
But the more that I've met with him and talked with him, which was just a couple minutes ago, but I had a better feeling about that. Yeah. So I have less of a desire to get rid of Ben. But from the very beginning, I had a weird gut feeling about
David, I tried texting him, he didn't reply back to me. So.
Okay, well that's not good.
Yeah. So I'm just he kind of seems like a liar right off the bat. Yeah. He doesn't we were all talking to the tribe, he was just standing on his phone.
Right, and he doesn't know much about Survivor.
Yeah,
unless that's a cover, he knows almost nothing.
Yeah.
It would be so much easier to tempt him into getting knowledge because he doesn't understand the strength of having a good tribe at the beginning.
Yeah.
So as of now, we've got 5. It sounds like.
As far as we know.
Yeah, because we've got Liz in with us really well. Nobody knows that but us 3. And then we got Ben, and then we got Alexa. So that gives us 5.
And as far as she knows, it's me, Nathan, and her, the power trio. She said, hey, maybe final 3, and as a joke or whatever.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
and we just kind of went along with it. And I mean, I really like Alexa. I do want to work with her. I mean, this is the first time we've ever talked with her, and so
I do too. I feel good about
it. I think we could go really far with her, and I'm really excited to see what happens. But
right now we have 3 power trios.
I know.
It's bad.
Definitely, because Ben thinks it's me, you, and him.
Yep.
Lex thinks it's me, you, and him, and Liz, it really is me, you, and her.
Yep.
So I get this text Thursday from Nate, and he says, hey, would you be willing to go grab a meal with me and talk strategy? And my strategy going in was, let's avoid all strategic talk. Let's just be friends with one another, and then once it comes time, then we can approach the dilemma of having to vote somebody out and forming alliances. So we agreed Friday morning to get breakfast.
So I feel like we're gonna stick together as a group, yes. But we need to be prepared, like even ahead of time if we lose, to know that we don't have to scramble. So I feel like we need to start forming an alliance of some kind. And I wanted to talk to you first because I feel like you mesh well with everyone. And I feel like no one would be against you being in an alliance with us.
Because Nate approached me, like I trust Nate, but I think like definitely because he said, I want you because everybody likes you, he's gonna try to vote me out in the end. Like nobody wants the person in the final that everybody likes, like, so I trust him for now, and I think I'm gonna use him to get further in the game. But he needs to go eventually. Like, he cannot be, like, discussing strategy on week 1. And I like the fact that Nate's the, like, the puppet master right now, because that puts not the target on me, but it puts the target on Nate. And, like, early on, I just wanted to be, like, blending in and stuff. So we talked, and he says, who else would you want to bring in? Maybe 2 other people. And I'm thinking, holy crap, if I get these 2 people wrong, he's not gonna want to be in an alliance with me. Like, maybe he'll think he misjudged me or what.
I think I want MJ, just because she's just out there and she's fun. And I don't know, we laugh a lot together, and like, I think like Survivor is like serious and stuff, but also there needs to be like moments of like fun, because if it's not fun, why am I doing it? But so I think she would be a good one, and I feel like she meshes with both of us really well.
But I was thinking Nicole, maybe.
Nicole, I love Nicole.
Nicole's cool.
She's so sweet.
So it'd be us 2, MJ, and Nicole. Basically saying we'd be the final 4, because once you like, if there's a tribe swap coming up, we'll stick Tiger Strong. But then like once we stick Tiger Strong and vote all the other Gihan out, then once we get to the merge, it's just gonna be the 8 Tigress. And so like obviously something has to happen. So if we solidify a 4 now, then we're guaranteed final 4. Logic, it should make sense. It doesn't. It never pans out that way in Survivor.
And I feel like someone from our tribe is definitely gonna win because we're like strong and smart. So it's like,
yeah. I have a feeling, I like the people that we've chosen. I could see like us 4. Like I could literally see it like us 4 at the end. I could also see like I see Sam like as such a strong competitor. I just feel like he will find a way to like outsmart us somehow.
I've been teetering back and forth about Sam, just because I feel like he is he knows the game a little bit more, and I think he has more of a strategy going into the game than Garrett does. But I kind of like that for right now. But I feel like he could be a threat later on.
That's what I was thinking. Definitely approaching me like strategically. Like I'm having strategic breakfast right now. Like this is something that I've never had to deal with in my entire life. So I don't really know what to do. This has been fun, but it's time to skedaddle.
Luke tried to reach out to me like 4 times, and I was busy every one of those times, so we never met up or talked. So he might be a little fed up with me. I'm not sure. Like I don't know. That's just like a random guess. So I'm not sure what he's thinking.
I texted David and I was asking him if he wanted to get together and talk strategy. And he texted me and was like, yeah, dude, like I'd really like to do that, but I'm pretty busy, so how about we just set up a phone call for right now, and maybe like on the weekend we can meet up or something. So I was like, yeah, that's cool. How about 9 o'clock tomorrow? So 9 o'clock tomorrow rolls around. I text him, I'm like, hey, you ready to talk? And he's like, hey man, I'm busy right now. How about I call you when I get back? So 2.5 hours go by. It's 11:30. I text him again and I'm like, hey, you ready to talk? And he's like, hey, I'm still out. How about we just talk tomorrow? So tomorrow was yesterday. Yeah, that's right. And he didn't text me. He didn't communicate anything to me because I was the one kind of like just kind of going after him, trying to like get him to talk. and he's not have any reciprocation for like wanting to seem like he wants to talk with me. Basically, I didn't really think a whole lot of it first off because David seems like a pretty easygoing guy. I just don't think he's gonna spend a lot of effort going after people. He's just gonna kind of go with the flow.
And I'm terrified to go into tribal council because I feel like we're all over the place. And from intel, I feel like red team is super, super close and like best friends already. And like, I know we're not. So that just kind of is an interesting dynamic, but I can definitely say that I do not feel safe going into tribal council.
So I feel really good after this weekend about who I've talked to, and I definitely think I'm safe. Me and Megan are close, so like I definitely don't think she would ever, lie to me or go behind my back. And then Addie Grace also messaged me and we talked for a little bit, so I know she's on board to get out Ben. And then she was going to pull Nate in, which I didn't have any idea what side Nate was on. So I mean, if he's with us, that gives us 4.
Is Megan, David, and Addie Grace. All 3 of those have their reasons to be voted out, actually. David is off campus. We think he probably took the advantage because that would help him since he's off campus and can't talk as freely. Addie Grace, we know, has pretty strong connections with the other tribe. We're not saying that's a bad thing, but if we were to leave her around and she were to get merged, she could switch so easily. And then Megan has several things. We definitely think she took the advantage, but that's not really the solid reason. The main solid reason is that we think she's just here to play. We think she's going to be a big game player. She is a challenge threat. She's really, really good. I can just tell she's going to be giving her all. We also believe she's aligned with Addie Grace, which is another reason. So if she's aligned with Addie Grace, that means she's probably getting intel from the other tribe as well. Thus, another reason she has more information.
We did decide this is huge. This vote right here, I think this is going to determine the rest of the game. If Megan doesn't get voted out, I'm very, very confident that she's going to make it all the way to the end.
Welcome to Tribal Council, Gihan Tribe. How are you guys feeling?
Great.
Last week didn't go as planned, did it?
No,
not quite.
Yeah. Sweet. All right, so we have some questions for you guys. Raising a hand, does anyone feel safe tonight? Anyone feel bold enough to say that I am 100% safe? Nobody.
Man, not a single person. Megan, would you say your tribe has trust all around, or are things really been shaken up by the twist?
Yeah. I think the whole some people who took knowledge and some who didn't, kind of like, I wouldn't say there's no trust at all, but like it's kind of like people are on edge a little bit because we still, like, nobody knows who took it, so it's kind of like that's always lingering in people's minds as to who took it. So I think there's a lack of trust, but there's not like zero trust.
Okay. So Luke, is the criteria for the vote tonight strictly on the advantage, or is it on keeping the tribe strong? What is the criteria for you?
I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, like Megan was saying, where everyone's a little shaken up after first losing and knowing that there's 2 people that have the advantage in our tribe, and so that's obviously like a little, it makes us a little bit worried. And so I think the criteria is just a little bit of both and everything in between.
Alexa, has there been a talk of alliances going on this week?
I don't think there's been a chance where we've all gotten to get together and talk very much, so I'm not sure who's allied with who at this point, if there are alliances. I think it's stressful because we don't know each other that well, especially considering the fact that we haven't had a chance to talk a whole lot. So even if someone were to say to me, hey, like, let's be an alliance, I wouldn't know them well enough to be like, I trust you 100%. And so I think it makes everything a little bit shaky. So we'll see, I guess tonight it'll be kind of telling of who's allied with who, or we could just get lucky and all be on the same page. So we'll see what happens.
So Ben, what do you think a strength of this tribe is?
Like, honestly, I think one of our biggest strengths is that, like, we are very, like, physically able. Like, we absolutely killed it in the running portion, and, like, despite being set back a whole minute and a half, pretty much brought it back to even by, like, the end of the running portion. So I am really confident going into this challenge today that we will be able to like take the victory so that we don't end up here again next week.
Nathan, has there been any talk of a hidden immunity idol?
There has been. I haven't talked much. I haven't done much talking at all in general. But I think everyone's minds, when you hear information that's going to relate to you personally, an idol pops into your head. We just don't know. I mean, we're on a big campus, so it's not like we're on an island where you can just search. It's huge. So there has been a little bit of talk. So I think everyone's thought of it a little bit, but we don't know for sure if there is an idol.
So David, how much does prior knowledge of the game of Survivor play into how someone is perceived as a threat in this game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously knowing these kinds of games, it plays in just to kind of see how people act at the start, but we don't really know each other that well, so I really can't judge anybody just by that.
Addie Grace, would you say that this curse on your tribe has caused irreparable harm?
No, I wouldn't say it's non-repairable. I definitely think that it kind of hindered like the building trust at the beginning, but I definitely think that like it's only one super early on. There's nobody has a lot of trust yet, so there's still a lot of trust to be built regardless of the curse.
Liz, has there been any intermingling between tribes? Have you guys really stuck to yourselves, or have there been conversations with the Tigers tribe as well?
Well, I actually don't know. I don't know anyone on the other tribe. I actually didn't know anyone doing Survivor before we got here, but I know that there are a few people on this tribe that know other people on the other tribe, but I hadn't had time to talk to them and really ask. But at this point in the game, I don't think it's too much of a worry because we need to focus on winning challenges rather than, just down the line because we don't want to end up in tribal again.
All right, well, it's time to vote.
David, I'm sorry, buddy, but I just don't think you're cut out for this game, and I don't think you have the previous knowledge. I think you're the weakest link, and if you have the knowledge, you're one of the biggest threats. So, good luck to you, buddy.
Don't feel good, have a bad vibe.
I think other people are bigger threats, but we'll see.
If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and like to play it, now would be the time to do so. First vote. Ben. Second vote. David. That's one vote Ben, one vote David. Third vote. Addie Grace. That's one vote David, one vote Ben, one vote Addie Grace. Fourth vote. David. Fifth vote. David. David, that's enough. You have been voted out. Good job.
David, your tribe is spoken.
I'm surprised because I kind of had a feeling earlier that the other part of our tribe, well, I guess they were all one part, but I thought I had for sure 4 votes going my way. That's great. Sorry, I'm just kind of surprised. I had 3 people promise me they were voting for Ben. So that's kind of pisses me off. Like, I'd rather just be told that you're gonna be out. So that sucks. Just can't, I don't know. I don't know I don't know what I did. I don't know, maybe because I didn't talk to enough people. Like, sorry, I'm just kind of mad. That's sad.
Next time on Survivor LU. A physical challenge at Camp Hideaway sends one player to the hospital. Cracks begin to form in the big happy family of the Tigress tribe.
The fact that that little butt tried to ask me who I wanted to vote out, I'm like, I'm not stupid, boy.
And Ben's idol hunt picks up momentum.
So, got this handy little slip of paper that says, "Vote me" on it. So, I think I will.
Or so he thinks.